slim. I see how Abe looks at you sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
What is between you? You are enemies?
Nah, Abe's just got bounty hunter in his blood. Me, a genuine basilisk soldier, I would pay him 1,000,000 keys if he brought me in.
1,000,000? For you?
It's illegal to be a basilisk soldier, big guy.
And you are not worried?
Worried? Nah. We're all stuck here, monster and man. Don't reckon anyone's collecting bounty on anyone. Besides, I'm faster than Abe.
I believe it.
So, the 4 new hunters and Behemoth has landed on our doorsteps. Now, I know a lot of people have been very hyped for this, and a lot of people have been very annoyed because they've been cheated out the fact that it's quite expensive for this DLC. But you don't need these new 4 hunters and the new monster to have a good time on Evolve, in my opinion. But in all fairness, it is a very, very fun DLC so far. The 4 new hunters have some unique things, as well as Behemoth, of course, which changes how you play quite a lot. Now, the gameplay you're watching is myself playing Behemoth on the new map Broken Hill Foundry, and I'm pretty sure that the maps, or new maps, Broken Hill Foundry and Broken Hill Mine have not yet come out for PC and PS4. I think they're just exclusive for Xbox for the first month, but for those of you that do play on PC and PS4, I'm pretty sure that the maps come out later this month for you guys. One thing I just wanted to talk about quickly is the fact that this DLC did come out with quite a few bugs. I'm just going to show you a few of them now.
Doman, we don't want to go into the relay.
Wait, is it stuck?
Oh, it's glitched out.
Oh my.
Oh, god damn
Oh no,
it.
we can win! Wait, no,
can't
what?
shoot.
Can you... Oh, I could shoot for
No,
a
we
second,
can't.
now I can't.
I can't even reload. I can't even fucking reload.
Yeah, it's...
You can shoot everything once and then it doesn't work anymore.
Or until the clip is empty, really.
What the fuck?
Wait, I'm shooting at this thing and the,
My,
with my
disc is a
stasis
bit
gun and
broken.
the stasis bullets are going up.
So one main bug that was apparent is the fact that the game would just sometimes freeze, and it was kind of cool to see Behemoth sort of just walk in there, but then again it was kind of annoying. I don't know if a lot of you have played Behemoth yet, but one thing I did find also is when he's rolling around, he's also quite buggy, but the next glitch I'm about to show you is perhaps probably the most overpowered glitch and most useful glitch that people are going to be able to use if Evolve do not patch this. So for those of you that have played the new support Sunny, you will know she has a little shield drone. Now we found a way of stacking these on top of each other, and you can actually have a 3 shield drone system in the middle of the sky, and I'm not even sure if some of them you can actually destroy as the monster. So this is kind of overpowered, and basically the way you do this is you actually just place one down, and you can keep placing them on top of each other as each one gets destroyed, and then you can actually also perch yourself on top of it. So if you're a monster that doesn't have any abilities of actually being able to get up to the player, then it is quite overpowered. But I think each monster probably could get up there, but I think it's the fact that the broken ones left you can actually still use as a shield drone. So, glitches aside, I wanted to talk about the 4 new hunters and what I think of them. So, most of the time, I've been playing the new Assault Torvald. Now, I absolutely love him. As you can see, I got his elite skin already, and it is such a fun character to play, I've got to say. Like, it's just nice having new abilities and new things to actually play around with when playing Evolve. Now, what I decided to do with a group of friends is go to the new tier of hunters against all the monsters to see how the new tier kind of faces against the new monsters. And, of course, Behemoth, this tier is really, really good against, and of course it would make sense considering they came out with Behemoth, but Torvald's the one I've been playing the most so far, hence why I have the elite skin here, and I've got the elite Torvald, and he is a absolute beast. I saw some of you guys talking in the comments about how overpowered you think he is, and I think, yeah, maybe Torvald and a few of the other hunters might have an oncoming nerf later on. Now, this perk with Torvald is insane. This gives you a bigger battery clip size, which basically means you can actually unload a lot more ammunition in one go, which is ridiculous with Torvald, considering that when he shoots his shotgun, he unloads the whole clip in one go. So this, when you shoot the shotgun after that perk, it is insane. As well as having the mortar cannons do a lot more damage and have even more mortar cannons going at once, it again, it just does a ridiculous amount of damage. Now, I've got Captain America's shield here. Well, that's what the Elite Torvald looks like. It looks like Captain America's shield, but basically, that is the shrapnel grenade, and those of you that have played will know, basically, what you do is you throw that at the monster, and then that leaves a load of weak points, and through those weak points you shoot them, and of course you're doing extra damage to the monster. So, moving on to Goliath. The new tier is actually pretty good against Goliath, I've got to say, but if you're finding yourself playing as any of the other monsters against this new tier and finding it quite hard to defeat them, don't worry, because I do think that they are going to have incoming nerfs for these certain players. I mean, I certainly think Torvald might need a little bit of a nerf. Not a huge amount of nerfs, but, you know, they are quite powerful hunters. So if you're finding yourself finding it quite hard to actually defeat these new tier, don't worry, because I have been finding exactly the same thing. They are very, very good tier, and it's very hard to defeat them. Those of you that have played Crow will know he has a kinetic long rifle, and that allows you to actually shoot through armor and get to the monster's health. Now, I thought this was a prime example of this. So, Goliath, you can see there, has no health and full armor. Now, that was unbelievable. I'm amazed that guy managed to survive that. So, it was just a case of Crow giving him a little bit of the snipey-nipey, and boom, he's dead. So that's where Crow becomes very, very useful. I could not believe that Goliath must have had no experience with the new tier, because, of course, he wasn't going to see that one coming with Crow. Now, I know a lot of you will be happy to know, Wraith has been nerfed, so that means he's a lot underpowered now compared to how he used to be, and also a bit more fair, I would have said, and I actually haven't lost a game against him yet. So that means that those of you that are absolutely addicted to playing Wraith, you're going to have to actually be a bit more challenged, a bit more skilled to actually play that monster now. Now, this guy was insane, and basically was playing like Kraken when playing Wraith because he could fly. Basically, he was putting stamina into his abilities, I think, or he had some sort of special perk allowing him to do that. But that was really fucking annoying, so for those of you that love playing Wraith, you can have fun doing that annoying tactic. But in other words, the new tier, I'd have to say, is really good against Wraith. Wraith doesn't seem to be a huge problem anymore, or that's as far as I'm aware. Some of you will have to let me know if you've had any problems with Wraith recently, but Wraith nowadays is actually seeming to be a lot easier to deal with. Lastly, we have Kraken. Now, Kraken is probably the most effective monster against the new tier, in my opinion. I've got to say, we were very close to death here. I think we did defeat this Kraken in the end because we actually got him in some tight spaces, so it's hard for him to fly around. But if you're playing Torvald, don't go against Kraken, is all I'm going to say, or avoid going against any Kraken players, simply because all his abilities basically consist of being very up and close with the monsters. And here, you actually have to try and chase down the Kraken. The fact that he can keep flying away, it makes Torvald a pain to have to go against Kraken. As for the other three hunters, I'd probably say only Crow would be quite effective against Kraken because of his stasis gun, which is really useful. But for other hunters like Slim, I would have said not so useful. If you have played Slim, you'll know he has a spore gun, and that allows you to actually shoot the monster, and then the monster can't smell you. And it's actually really good, because the monster can hardly see you, and for those of you that have played against Slim will know what I mean. But the only downside to that weapon, which is one of Slim's main weapons, is the fact that Kraken flies quite high, and it's also a short-range weapon, so it's hard to hit him sometimes. So that's the only downside with Slim. As for Sunny, she's pretty decent. The main reason I like her is because of her jetpack boost, which you can see here, and it just gets you from one end of the map to the other. And genuinely, Sunny having that perk, it just changes the game, especially for trappers. It's really good for trapping most monsters that are really quick to get around the map. Anyway, point I'm trying to get across is these new maps and new hunters as well as Behemoth are absolutely badass. I hope you guys are enjoying them as much as I am. I hope you enjoyed the video as well. I'm going to be bringing a lot more gameplay with this lot very, very soon, and I'll be seeing you guys later.
Just holding on, a bullet is on its way.